Okay, now Samuel and I are visiting my childhood hangout growing up down at Bear Creek under the bridge. This is where I used to catch frogs and toads and snakes and turtles and go fishing. Had the best time ever. It was the time of my life. Now I'm going to share it with my little 9-year-old Samuel. Here's Samuel coming down right now.
Yep.
And here's the creek. First thing I spotted right here is a crayfish hole. Giant crayfish hole. And I'll give you a little tour here. First of all, I gotta show you right here the culvert, and this is where water comes down, and we would go like herping down here, catch all kinds of stuff. There'd be, we catch crayfish down in here, and frogs and toads. Lots of little baby snapping turtles down in here. They were all over the place. This is many, many years ago. Down here in the water. We go fishing right down in here. It was the best time. We'd make rafts, and we would raft and float down from here all the way down to the other side of town. Pigeons up in the rafters. Oh, we find little baby snakes too. They'd be slithering along the edges. Pretty thick mud here. Pretty muddy. We'll go check out the other side of it. We catch turtles up in there. There'd be like soft shell turtles and snapping turtles. That was a blast. All the way down on that side over there, I caught a giant snapping turtle once when I was a kid. That was awesome. Would that be fun, Samuel?
Yeah, that would.
Just look over the edge from the top. Pretty shallow water, which makes for catching really cool stuff. Walk through it. Here we are going down the other side of it. This was not cemented off when I was a kid. This was all mud. You know, at least it's nice and cleaned off, and
Yeah.
you know, all mud there now. Watch out for the bird droppings there. Did you hop the fence?
Yep.
That's my boy, just like your papa. I'll hop right around here. See what's down there. Oh, looky there. There's a bunch of Johnny Darters in there. Swimming around. Just like the first ones I caught as a kid. Don't sink in the mud, Shug. Maybe you should back up because you're going to sink in the mud. There's a frog right there. Right there. See? Right there.
Oh,
Yep. A little green frog. Cool.
Look up there, Papa. Lots of nests.
Oh yeah, that's a cool thing that I remember when I was a kid. This is chock full of barn swallow nests. All those are barn swallow nests. Okay, on this side of the bridge, right here, this used to be covered all in limestone rocks, and this is where we used to catch snakes. Here we are on the other side of the bridge, and one day I was walking across the the bridge here and I looked over the edge of the creek here. I saw a humongous snapping turtle here, right down there in the water. And I bet I was about 13 or 14 when I saw that. So I hopped over there where we caught snakes on that side, and I went down in the water and I caught that thing and brought it home. And I carried it home and it took a big bite. It bit me in the leg. Boy, did that smart. But we used to catch fish down here. This is where I first learned how to seine the creek, Samuel.
Cool.
I seined the creek right there, and we would rush the rapids all the way up, and we'd catch all kinds of things. Right there is my very first experience with this seine. And like right there where the rapids are, that's where you like get a little turbulence and we go rafting down the creek, right? I'm going to add a photo of me holding that big giant snapper right now.
That picture seems like 45 years ago.
Well, I'm not even
maybe?
that old. I'm 44.
Yeah, like 30 years ago.
Well, I was
maybe?
about 13 or 14.
It seems a long time ago.
What'd you think when you saw that picture of me holding that giant snapper?
That is a huge snapping turtle.
Yep, and now I've taken you out to catch snappers since, haven't I?
Yep.
Yep. Now that you're all grown up and you're 9 years old.
Yeah.
So that's the bridge from this side of it, and over here like a little peninsula comes out, and this was all filled in with water along here where those cattails are, and we used to go catching all kinds of cool stuff in there. Alright, we're at the tip of that little peninsula, walking in here, and there is some water in here. It's like a big heavy bog. There's froggies out there. There's a green frog right there. That's pretty cool. Perfect terrain for frogs and toads to be in. Kind of wet and boggy. Lots of cattails out here.
Pick one.
You got one? It's like a little hot dog.
The Harry Potter one. Reducto.
Cool. There's a little culvert right there too. Used to catch all kinds of stuff in there. Alright, that's exploring and reliving my childhood memory with my little 9-year-old boy Samuel. I came down here, I started coming here when I was 6 years old. And that was like many, like 38 years ago. And now here we are revisiting that. It's not what it was when I was a kid, but it's still kind of cool. My little boy, he's an epic adventure, and he loves catching frogs and toads and everything.
Yep.
You like that stuff too, Shug?
Yep.
Yeah, just like your papa, aren't you?
Yep.
Yep, that's my boy.